The example 4 is to solve polynomial equation by factoring. Now you can see they have asked you by factoring. If you have to write this problem out by factoring, you need to make two terms. It's very hard to directly factor out. So split these terms. You can see the numbers 4 and 12 as 4 common, and 3 and 27 as 9 common in it, 3 or 9. So what you do is, let's combine these two terms. Let's, make these two terms a group and these two terms a group. And now remove common terms from here. X square is common, yes, and 4. So here 4x square is removed out. Why? Because x square is there in both and 4 is there in both in numbers. So what does remain? 4x square is outside, so x remains, and over here 3 remains. 3 in the sense 4 is gone, so it is 12 divided by 4 is 3. X square is completely gone, so nothing. Now same thing over here. Remove the negative sign out. You must get the same thing over here. Remove minus sign out and remove 9 outside. You will get x over here. So let's see, minus 9, if you remove it, it'll be x plus, because minus sign is out, and you will have 3. And then here you can just, again, we have done this already in the previous section, so please pause this and go back to the previous video if you have not watched it. Now this is removed common out. I told you over there you can consider this as u, and then this u and this u is removed common out. So this is over here. What is the other side remaining? 4x square and minus 9. So that is the answer. Now it's not over. So what do we do is we need to we can simplify this further, or you can directly equate it to 0. Over here this has been split further. How? Say this 4x square is written as 2x the whole square minus 3 square. We can use the formula ax plus a plus b, a minus b, that is 2x plus 3, 2x minus 3. So this is the thing. And then over here x plus 3. Now you need to equate. See what over here this means is all our factors, like this multiplied by this. So this multiplied by this term multiplied by this term, you will get 0, right? What does that mean exactly? If anything is equal to 0, one of this term must be 0. So we don't know which is the 0, so equate all of them. So either this is equal to multiplied by some term and some term, so this is 0, or this can be 0, or this can be 0. So we equate all the three terms to 0. See what we do: 2x plus 3 is equal to 0, 2x minus 3 is equal to 0, and lastly x plus 3 is equal to 0. Now solve for x. Solve over here, it'll be minus 3 divided by 2, it'll be plus 3 divided by 2, and minus 3. So this is how we solve it directly, by algebraically. But since it is cubic over here, you can solve this directly in calculator. You can use mode, phi, and option number 4. And now look over here, 4, 12, minus 9, and minus 27 will give you the answer 3 by 2, minus 3 by 2, and minus 3. So it's the same thing. You can do the calculator method or this. But if it's in writing, you have to do this by factoring. Now, so the solutions for this particular equation are negative 3 by 2, that is 1.5, and positive 1.5. Now we will see a real world problem where we need to write and solve the polynomial equation by factoring. So they have told in the figure, the small cube is 1/4 the length of the larger cube. So it's obviously told over here 1/4 than the larger cube, this one. Okay, if the volume of the figure is 1701 centimeter cube, what are the dimensions of the cube? Now we need to know what are the dimensions x, the length and width. But what is the thing? They have told this cube, the figure is 1701. Look, this is the hollow space which is removed. This is not there, okay? So all the shaded region, blue, see, all this part is the cube. So this small portion is hollow, that is not included. So how do we find the equation for this? You can see the side over here of a cube is 4x, right? If you cube this, you will get the volume of the entire thing, because this includes from top to bottom. So even this hollow space is added. Now you don't want that hollow space. If you do 4x cube, the whole cube is there. Now subtract x cube. Now you will get that must be equal to 1701 because that is the volume of the figure. So all you need to do is the total volume, that is 4x the whole cube minus x cube, will give you the answer. We have done this before, similar one. You can use the identities and solve over here, or you can directly simplify and solve. It's up to you. See, it's basic algebra over here. 4x cube is 64, x cube. Now, sorry, you cannot solve with the identity. Here the dimensions, the variables are same, so you need to solve this. 64x cube minus x cube is 63. Now take 60 to the other side, it'll be 27. You know the cube root of 27 is 3 plus or minus over here. No, it is 3 over here. Okay, sorry. You can do this cube root over here, both the sides, and you will get the answer. But what over here is followed is basically your taken this over here, factored it, and done this. So this is extra steps. You can reduce it even if you're writing from here directly. You can cube root because 27 is not a big number. You can easily find the cube root. Now over here it's just that they have used the identities and all this. But all the way, even if you do this, this is ignored. Why? This is imaginary, so this is wrong. So over here directly you can tell the answer is x is equal to 3. Okay, directly you'll get the answer. It's not minus 3, it's plus 3 itself. Okay, so because cube root of 27 is, see, from over here, mode 1, shift, and this, you will get cube root of 27 as 3. See, don't think it's minus will be minus 3. It's not minus 3. Only one answer. Why? It is odd power. Only if it is even power you will have plus or minus, and it can't be minus inside the square root. Okay, so now over here, otherwise you can directly solve this from here itself in the calculator. So I mean directly from here in the calculator, so it's, you can directly solve it. The answer is 3. But what is that? X is equal to 3. Now that is this one. But what is the main length dimension of the cube? It should be 4 times 3, that is 12. So the small cube is x is 3, but the bigger cube, the length of the bigger cube is 4x. So it is 12. So I hope this is clear. The small one is 3 and the big one is 12. So this is how we can solve this problem. You do not need to do this extra steps. You can, if you want, by using the identity, or you can directly use the calculator over here and directly get the answer 3. And if x is 3, 4x would be 12.